Glossary. These are the words that you will see as we go through this book. Carbohydrates. Organic nutrients, including sugars and starches that can provide an organism with energy. Carbon dioxide, an invisible odorless gas that is used during photosynthesis and given off as a waste product during respiration. Carnivore, an animal that only eats other animals. Digestion, a series of chemical reactions that break down food into forms that the body can use. Energy, the power to do work, make a change, or move objects. Enzymes, proteins that speed up a chemical reaction in the body. Fiber, a food substance that cannot be digested but which helps the process of digestion. Herbivore, an animal that eats only plants. Lipids, fats and oils. Minerals, inorganic, that means not organic or not natural. Nutrients required in small amounts for health and normal growth. Nutrients, substances in food or soil that organisms need to live, stay healthy, and grow. Omnivore, an animal that eats both plants and animals. Oxygen, an invisible, odorless gas essential for life that makes us up part of the air. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert energy from the sun into food. Organic nutrients used by the body, that's protein, to grow and to repair cells. Respiration, the process by which cells produce energy from stored sugars. Vitamins, organic nutrients required in small amounts for health and normal growth. The index shows where you would find other words that you might need. Okay, front of the book. Food and nutrition. Your essential question that we're going to study is, how does energy go from one thing to the other, or transfer, and how is energy used? There's your table of contents. These will be the headings in the book. So what food needs will be on page 4, and then there'll be all the stuff about it under that heading. So if you have a question about what needs food, you'll go there. How do plants get food? If you have a question about photosynthesis, you'll go there. Okay, here we go. What needs food? All living things need energy. They need it to live, to do all the things they do each day, and to stay healthy. Living things get this energy from food. In this book, you will learn how plants and animals get food. You will also find out how living things use food as energy. That's our essential question, use food as energy. Before reading on, think about how plants get food. Do they eat? Then think about how plants use food for energy. Here's a caption. It tells more about the pictures. All living things need food to survive. So they have a picture of flowers are the producers. I'm thinking that's a moose, maybe an elk. It's a large animal. Eating something or drinking something, and there's the bear. Next page. Page 5. I missed it. I looked at the bottom and it didn't look right, so I had to go back. There's my heading. How do plants get food? Plants and animals get the energy they need in different ways. Animals eat food, but plants don't eat. Plants make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Remember, they're producers. They produce their own food. Plants don't get food from soil. During photosynthesis, plants make a simple kind of sugar. The sugar is their food. Green plants soak up light energy from the sun and use it to make the sugar. Plants also use a gas in the air called carbon dioxide. Plants take in carbon dioxide through tiny holes on the bottom of their leaves. Plants make food by mixing sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. It is true that soil does not provide plants with food, but soil does give plants water and minerals. Both of these things are soaked up through the roots. Water and minerals are important during photosynthesis. Study the diagram of the plant on page 6. It explains the steps of photosynthesis that take place inside green plants. Okay, a diagram is going to be a picture that shows how something happens. So I find the number 1, and the number 1 in the label says, roots take in water. The plant carries the water to the plant cells. Then I see number 2. That's a picture that says the cells have a green material in them called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll can capture the sun's energy and use it. Then I go to number 3. So I'm guessing this is a picture of plant cells. Number 3 kind of looks like lines. Leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air through tiny holes. Oh, I see the holes in picture number 3. Number 4, the leaf cells use the sun's energy to break down the carbon dioxide in water. They turn the chemicals into a simple sugar. The sugar is the plant's food. Number 4 is showing that the sun's energy is being captured by the plant. Number 5, the plant uses some of the sugar it stores in the rest in its leaves, stem, roots, and other parts. Number 6, when plants make sugar, some oxygen gas is left over. The leaves give off the oxygen into the air through the tiny holes. So number 6 is an arrow pointing out, meaning the oxygen is leaving. My title is Photosynthesis in Green Plants. So this tells me how photosynthesis happens in green plants. We're going to page 7. In the formula below, the left side explains what plants use during photosynthesis. The right side explains what plants produce or make during photosynthesis. The arrow is like an equal sign. Water plus carbon dioxide plus light is going to equal sugar, or its food, plus the oxygen, because it has leftover oxygen. How do plants use food for energy? After photosynthesis happens, the plant has sugar for food. The sugar contains energy. The plant stores some of this energy in its leaves, stem, roots, fruit, and other parts. It uses the rest of the energy to grow by making new cells. How does the plant get energy from sugar? The plant breaks down the sugar using respiration. Respiration is the opposite of photosynthesis. During respiration, the plant takes in oxygen from the air and mixes the oxygen with the sugar to get the energy it needs. Then the plant sends water vapor and carbon dioxide back into the air. The next formula explains what plants use on the left and what they produce on the right during respiration. Sugar, which is their food, plus oxygen is going to equal energy and carbon dioxide and water vapor. So to review, plants make their own food during photosynthesis. Then they use the energy from the food during respiration. So they're going to use it to grow or to fix themselves. Sometimes when they get hurt or broken, they have to heal that. Photosynthesis happens in sunlight, but respiration can happen in either the dark or the light. All living things use respiration to get energy from food. But plants also use photosynthesis to make their own food. This chart compares photosynthesis and respiration. Produces or makes food, uses food. Stores energy, releases energy. Uses water, uses sugar. Uses carbon dioxide, uses oxygen. Do you see that they're opposites? Try this. To prove that a plant gives off water, seal a bag over a plant leaves for a few days and see what happens. Next page, page 9. How do animals get food? Unlike plants, animals cannot make food. They must eat it. Animals eat in 3 main ways. Can you guess what those ways are? An herbivore, such as a zebra, eats only plants. A carnivore, such as a lion, eats other animals. An omnivore, such as a warthog, eats both plants and animals. So there's the pictures. The herbivore zebra, the carnivore lion, the warthog omnivore. Think about it. Think of 10 wild animals. Which ones are herbivores? Which ones are carnivores? Which ones are omnivores? Here's a diagram. Plants and animals all belong to food chains. First, green plants make food. Herbivores get food by eating the plants. Then omnivores get food by eating other animals. This is how energy passes through the food chain. There's our producers, our primary consumers, our secondary consumers, our tertiary consumers are the third one that eats something, and a decomposer. Agriculture. How do you get the food you eat? Do you grow the plants and raise the animals yourselves? Probably not. Someone makes the food for you. Growing crops and raising animals for food is called agriculture or farming. Agriculture used to involve